Meiburg, and I'm with Charles Johnston of Helena Winery from Napa Valley. Tell me a little bit about the winery.
Well, we formed the winery. I have a passion in wine and formed it back in 1992. A weekend project of building it and growing grapes. Actually, from '92, we have been certified organic, IFOMA, as well as in the United States. Believe very much about the harmonic aspects of being biodynamic, or at least green. And in fact, the winery is green. It was built with insulation, with northern exposure, and the usual things that you would do without really having to ask. You build around the trees rather than with the trees, so that's correct.
And you have another project on the other side of the world. What are you doing in Shandong province in China?
Years ago, came to this part of the world as after graduate school, originally as the regional manager for the Far East with sun-kissed growers, the citrus people, and built out plants. We worked with the Swire group here, for example, on the sun-kissed soft drink, and in the Hong Kong market you can get a fresh squeezed orange, which is your vitamin C for the day, just about any corner in Kowloon or around the city. And so that project evolved into a whole variety of products and countries. So we did turnkey operations. In Korea, we built a large plant that allowed them to process the fruit from Jeju Island and then make that into juices and so on. And the same in Taiwan and throughout this part of the world, the Middle East and Europe. That was my job. So back in 2006 was approached by someone that was looking for somebody that knew the wine business as well as how to set up businesses in Asia and do partnerships or joint ventures. And so they interviewed me, and lo and behold, found myself back in mainland China back in 2006. We working with the Shandong Wheel Wine Company Limited.
What do you see for China's domestic production in the future?
You know,
are they going to change our world?
You're the one that answers that question.
I know what I'm saying.
Well, I think in a generation and a half, China will start to will have pinpointed the best growing regions. And I dare say that growing grapes in what is typically Long Island climate isn't the best growing region, but that's where we are. Well, I think that the dry climates that you're going to find in the north and the west, which have cooler nights and warmer days, typically something like maybe New Mexico or parts of southeastern Arizona may be well suited for grape growing. Besides the grapes and the vineyard, the other part of what we continue to do is to encourage them to truly hire professional winemakers with some English.
Well, it's a slight mindset, isn't it? Because I think wine was traditionally viewed as a factory beverage.
Well, in 2000,
specialty drink.
Absolutely. In 2003, the definition of white wine was still white liquor. And as you know that, it wasn't until more recently that we are beginning to apply vintage dating with some real meaning, or not at all. And certainly China, you asked the question, yes, China has a future. Does it have a future as an exporter of wine? I certainly hope not for quite some time.
Okay. Thanks for your time.
It's a pleasure, thank you.